Good evening. There we are. Hello. Hi, Milky. Good to see you. I don't know why it says you're not in chat. Fucking OBS being shit again. Anyway, I'm not drinking an energy drink this evening. I'm drinking a mango juice drink by the company Pocasville or Pocasville. I don't know if this is in Spanish or some other language. Don't push me downstairs. Oh god. So I don't know if you'd recognize this language, Milky, or not, but this is what. There's two sides to this can. One is in a foreign language, the other is in English. Maybe de Hugo? They're supposed to be in. What are you laughing at? What game? No, it's not a game. It's a drink. It's a drink that I have. It's called mango juice drink made by Pocasville. But the other side is in a different language, and I don't know if it's in Spanish or another Latin-esque language. I'm typing it in chat right now. The O in Hugo or Hugo is supposed to have an umlaut over it. It's Spanish, thank you. We have a lot mango. That's fair. Here it's Suco de manga. De manga! But yeah, I've had this before. It's so good. Oh, I fucking love mango. One of my favorite fruits to eat and to drink. I've had guava juice, so I've always wanted to try an actual guava. Because I fucking love guava juice. But either way. Let's get on to reading what was cut from Jet Force Gemini. Yeah, at the past, when the otaku looked for manga online, you'd find an actual mango. Aww. Because it's the same name. That's adorable. It reminds me of that one silly, like, copy pasta that's like, you kids with your mangoes and your yaoi zowies. T-shirt sleeves are also called manga. Oh no, it's doing the language thing where the same word means 4 different things. I hate when that happens. Okay. A bomb. Probably gonna increase that zoom better. There we go, that's what I'm usually looking for. And then we're doing, oops. We're doing this. So we have manga, the fruit, manga, the sleeve, and manga, the HQ. What? Alright. Jet Force Gemini, one of Rare's lesser-known AAA titles for the N64. Jet Force Gemini didn't sell particularly well, only about 1 million copies, and has never had a sequel. It was generally met with very solid reviews, despite being criticized for somewhat clunky camera and stiff controls. The stiff controls I would attribute to the controller itself. The comic, oh, okay, got it now. It's also pretty gory for a T-rated game. I mean, yes, but only if you count green bug guts as gory. Let's see, we got prototype, we got pre-release info, we got general notes, which don't usually yield any information. Unused levels, fuck yeah. Unused models, even better. Unused text, debug options. Alright, let's go into prototype. By the way, we are listening to the 8-bit big band again. I love them. Kiosk. The kiosk demo of Jet Force Gemini was used in stores for exhibit before the game's release. It is based on a near final build of the game with some differences. Okay, so we're looking at like a near finished version that they found, which just looks to be not that. Yeah, very little difference. Debug options, level differences. It took the panel that rescues Vela out, so she can't be rescued in the demo, which is very funny. Okay. Not much to prototype. What about pre-release info? We got any ads? That's one of my favorite things, is seeing old advertisements for video games. June 1998. Oh, whoa. Juno and Vela's design are more childlike. They sure are. The HUD is completely different, yeah. Weapons weapons more closely resemble actual weapons. Yeah, they do. What the fuck? That'd be looking weird. Oh, it's so tiny. This might be the VOD thumbnail. So about 6 minutes in to the recording. That ain't bad. There we go. 7 minutes 3 seconds. I like that gold skull that's on his chest. He looks so much cuter, but I guarantee you it's because the proportions are more exaggerated. Because there's Floyd in the background. He doesn't look much different. IGN64.com. Damn. Internet game news. Yeah, the HUD is different because the gun icon is down there, as is the number of shots left. I'm not sure where they're at, though. Hard to tell because it's, beta. Boom, ba, ba, boo. And there's the final for comparison. Let's see, what do we got? Oh my god, she's so tiny. Her head's much bigger, too. What the fuck? That's very odd. Very interesting, though. And yet again, we have a picture that is extremely small, and you gotta really zoom in. This is also a contender for the thumbnail. Really liking that one. The bugs didn't seem to change much, especially this bigger guy. Like, he looks very similar to his final design. Oh yeah, Juno originally had white hair, a red-white color scheme, which was changed to a black-blue color scheme in the final game. He also had a gold skull emblem on his chest that was removed in the final game. And in the final game, he's looking like he's got some tiggle bitties, but it's just like chest armor. The final area of Goldwood outset before the takeoff pad. 3 wooden crates were added to this. Wait, what are we talking about? Because the door isn't present. Oh, okay. They're comparing the general background to the final. Because in the final, they added 3 boxes. They added the door and a bit more detail on the textures, it looks like. Oh, that's interesting. There used to be like a whole cityscape to the side right here. I don't know what this level's called, but it looks familiar. Cerulean originally had these weird-looking buildings in the background, which were removed in the final game. Yeah, Jet Force crawled so that Grounded could run. I'm not familiar with the game Grounded. Oh wait, I know. I remember now. It's that one survival sim where you're in like the backyard and in a Honey I Shrunk the Kids scenario. I mean, if it were not a survival type of game, I'd love it, but it's purely the fact that it's a survival game that I don't like it. I don't like survival games. I don't like having to worry about my hunger meter and gathering supplies. That's not fun for me. It feels like yard work. And I hate yard work. I do like these building skylines though. That one's also looking like a thumbnail contender. Right now we're listening to Pete Frogs and Game Chops doing an EDM cover of Green Hill Zone. There we go. That's another good one. I'm with you on this one. Yeah, I get it. See, that's the thing, though. Breath of the Wild does not have that issue. There is no hunger meter. You're just kind of exploring a world, getting weapons and whatnot. I personally do not care about the weapon breaking because it's so easy to find weapons every fucking where. The reason why I don't like weapon degradation in other games is because weapons aren't as easy to find in those games. It's because you're too attached to the weapons. You have to detach yourself from the weapons. Think of them like rocks that you're throwing at people. You don't get attached to rocks when you throw them at people. You just throw the rocks, and you'll never see the rock again. Well, throwing them at people may be a bit too aggressive. Skipping stones across the water. You find a real good stone, and it's perfect for skipping, but you know that if you throw it, you'll never see it again. But the act of skipping the stone is fun. It's a phallic extension to me. It can't break. That sounds like a you problem, Milky. It's okay, Milky. The sword is... I have a very fragile masculinity. It's okay, Milky. The sword is not your penis. Repeat the mantra. The sword is not my penis. The sword is not my penis. Oh, God. It's a good bit. I like that bit. Oh, that's funny. Oh, boy. God damn. But yeah. Just think of the swords that you find in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom as rocks that you're gonna skip across the pond. You know you'll never see them again. The sword is not the PP. The writing notes emote. Who is that? Sauda? Yeah, Sauda. I'm not familiar with Sauda. Does she do they currently stream? If so, I might raid them if they, well, the VTuber that led him to you. What? That led me to you. Really? Why do I not remember Anzu? Have I rated her before? I'm almost every month gift her emotes. She rated me. Oh, I feel terrible about that. She rated me and I forgot. Now I feel terrible. I'm sorry, Anzu. On the off chance you happen to watch this, I don't know. Either way, I'm sorry. I still appreciate the raid. I think I forget about the raids because they happen so rarely. And I don't want to like focus too much on being rated because if I think about it too much, I'll get sad because I almost never get rated. Alright, let's see. Skin color is slightly different. I mean, vaguely. Their eyes are a little bigger, though. Much bigger? No, they were increased by like a couple of inches. Most emotes I used are gifted ones. Ah, that's cool. Alright. So this one... excuse me. In this one, the ants... Oh, the unicorn. One thing got unicorn flavor too. I don't even know who this person is. Shadow 2917. Weird, never heard of him. But yeah, you can tell the bug eyes are like much bigger, and they almost look more innocent because their eyes are so big, which is like the infantilism sort of thing. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's the psychological / design aspect where if you give a character disproportionately large proportions, then you will instantly like are more likely to be okay with them or treat them kindly. Yeah, that's why we love cats. They got big old eyes, even though they're assholes with paws. They just do their own thing, and that's why I like cats. They do their own thing. They don't annoy you most of the time unless they want to play or they want food from you. Meanwhile, my dad's dog gets so upset if he's not near anyone for too long. Like, it's even people he doesn't even know. If it's a new person, he gets so fucking excited. But, like, if he can't be near them, he throws a whining fit. It's so annoying. And he's pretty big. He's a larger sized dog, but not like Great Dane size. He also drools. Ugh. I would not have mind playing this prototype. This looks interesting. But yeah, I guarantee you they shrunk the ants' eyes and like changed their color a little bit to make them look more menacing. Because in the final version, they actually do look not cute. Well, they still look cute, but like in a quote, I'm trying to be intimidating kind of way. Because the prototype ants are just like, I'm just a little guy. Meanwhile, the final version ants are like, I'm gonna get you. The final ant's like, I'm gonna get you. But then he like runs around like a little mouse, like he runs around like a mischievous little critter. He goes from they went from Mogwai to Gremlins, but the Gremlins are still somewhat cute. It's very funny. Oh wow, the early design for Lupus. His fur was originally yellow, which was changed to light brown for the final game, and his outfit was originally white, which was changed to gray for the final game. They also made him much. They also had him much tinier in the early versions. Man, Floyd has not changed at all since the beta versions. Look at that guy. He is the same. It's so funny. Yeah, look at him. I feel like his legs are shorter, and his ears are taller in the prototype. Whereas in the final, his legs seem longer, but that may just be because of his change of outfit, and his ears definitely got shorter. He's also a cyborg doggo. What is this? Ew, no, get the fuck out of here, AI. Garbage. Let's see. September 4th, 1998. Screenshots from a later build. The most notable difference is the HUD, which is almost identical to the final game's HUD. The only difference is that the green bars are missing. Oh, I see it now. Oh, that's interesting. They also changed his helmet and made him a little taller. They did get rid of the gold skull. So this is like a midpoint between early and final. Let's see, June 19th of 1998, and then 3 months later they changed. They got this much closer to the final game. That's cool as hell. The second area in Rith Essa originally contains many enemies in the final game. Oh, in the final game there are no enemies in this area. Oh my god, yeah, in the final game, poor boy's getting ambushed over there. Poor little guy. He's just like, help! The underground tunnels in Goldwood Lodge originally had many tribals in this particular area, which were removed in the final game. Yeah? Yeah, in that beta version, they were just kind of hanging out. This is really good. Great album. I'm actually gonna look up what it is. The album is Sonic and Chill 2. By Pete Frogs and Game Shops. Let's see here. Boom. I'm just adding some of these to some playlists for personal later use. I.e., I'm adding it to my some of them to my anxiety reducer playlist, and another one, and then to my work playlist. Okay. The space station. The space station level originally had some drone enemies that were removed in the final game. These particular drone enemies don't appear anywhere in the final game, but are still present on the ROM. Yeah, I thought these looked weird. They look like big old faces or masks. It's very interesting to look at, because they almost give Uncanny Valley vibes in a way. Not sure. Trying to pay attention while also grooving to this fucking music. It's so good. Huh. They got rid of a group of enemies in this level. A later version of the final area in Goldwood Outset. The door is originally a metal door, being changed to a stone door in the final game. The enemy indicator was originally much lower. It was moved up in the final game. There's a palm tree to the right of the door, which was removed in the final game. So, door, palm tree, enemy recognition thingy. Not sure what they mean by that. Enemy indicator? What do you mean? Enemy indicator. I'm not seeing it. Oh, the little button that turns green when there's no enemies left in the area. Now I get it. It's the red thingy. Yeah, okay. So the red enemy indicator by the door used to be lower toward the floor, and now it's up higher in the final game. Okay, now I'm getting it. They redesigned Lupus's ship. Also, the dog pilot's a ship. Hilarious. It looks almost smaller, but I'm not sure if that's just the general difference in design or if it's actually smaller. Hard to say. I don't know why I'm yawning. The mango juice is too relaxed. I hope not. It's not alcoholic because I don't taste any of the alcohol. And they didn't card me. Because it's a rule in my state these days where even if you are 80 years old, we have to card you by law. And if we don't, we run the risk of losing our jobs. And an old man who was in his 80s got real upset about that fact. He's like, it's sickening. And I'm like, all right, dude, calm down. You're just mad because you didn't bring your ID with you. I guarantee you wouldn't be as mad if you brought your ID. January 9th of 1999. Says Luftballons. Oh, I can't tell if that's an early design for a big boog or what, but it looks neat. Yeah, to revert all guilt to Trump. That was a thing even before the evil cheese doodle dictator took office. It was a thing before him. No. That doesn't go over as well in the South. Oh, in the Southeast United States, where a bunch of country bumpkins were hoping that an evil Cheeto dictator would make everything be okay, and he just made things worse. I also try not to rock the boat too much at work, but just because gaslight gatekeep girl boss Ika. If I could get away with that, absolutely I would, to random strangers I hate. But it's so easy for things to be blamed on lower level employees for no reason. So, to avoid that, like the Japanese, I keep my head down, which is unfortunate. The entrance to Rith Essa Mine originally had an enemy nearby. Oh yeah. Oh, now I remember. Yeah, this was where that dog is outside, I think. I don't know. Well, I wouldn't get shot, but I'd more likely lose my job. And I like that retail job in terms of like the other employees and the manager and how close it is to my house. The company is an absolute shitheel though, but can't do anything. Like I said, the only reason why I stay at that retail job is because they're willing to only work me one shift a month while I'm being a substitute teacher during the fall and spring. And then during the summer they crank my hours back up. Because I'm not sure how many other places would do that. And also, I live 5 minutes from there. So it's super convenient. So the game is hard, and it actually should have like 3 times the number of enemies. That's definitely what it's seeming like, Milky, but also it's hard to say what they had in mind, honestly. The final game has no enemies in this particular area. The door to the mine is not present. Oh yeah, I see that now. The mine door is there and then not there. April 12th. What is this? Mizar Racetrack? I didn't know that was a thing. For a second there, I thought that was Lupus in that little hovercraft, but it's Vela, and I love the tiny head on the giant car. It's adorable. Early screenshot of the Mizar track. The regular HUD is used instead of the racing HUD. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. I must not have explored it very much. Vela can be seen in her normal appearance, indicating that the racetrack was at one point accessible without having to use the ant transformer. You can transform into an ant? The hell have I been missing? Good lord. Oh, wow. That's the boy character right after. So there's like 4 stages of character design, because he went from this to a bit taller, and then a bit taller with a bit more serious face. But he still had the red and white, which I still really like. Then they swapped it to black and blue, which I'm okay with, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's because this is just the version we got, and it's like wanting what you never had sort of thing, or if I actually do like this. I'm not sure. Either way. A later design for Juno, his head was slightly remodeled. E3 1999 demo of Jet Force Gemini is a 9-level demo of the game. Huh. Dolby widescreen. 1999 E3 demo. Bear Rare logo. Golden Wood. Wow, they pretty much had it down by 1999, because it's looking real close. Obviously, Juno's character design hadn't been changed yet. The tribal looks like they were slightly different in design, because they've got more white fluff, a little bit of brown in the middle for the outfits, where this one looks like it's just wearing armor. The ants look to be about the same. Some flying enemies near the start of Goldwood. In the final game, these enemies don't appear until later on in the stage. Oh, that area used to be blocked off. At the first set of buildings, there's some debris in between the 2 buildings on the left, which was removed in the final game. I guess it's to prevent demo players from wandering too far. Ah, the SS Anubis. Oh, the coins. Mizar tokens, that's what they're called. The Mizar tokens looked more like the Floyd icons, which is interesting. Image of Floyd on them, yeah, whereas in the final, they're circular and have Mizar's emblem, yeah. The platform you stand on to start the Floyd missions is much more elaborate and animates when you stand on it. In the final game, it's just a circular pad that doesn't animate. Now that would have been cool if they kept the animation on that. Huh. There's a building on the right that's there in the final that was not there in the prototype. I am legit just suddenly stricken with being very tired. I don't know why. Like, my energy's just drained all of a sudden. It's so weird. I may have to cap this off at an hour and a half, but we'll see how I feel later on. Okay. Lupus's ship is missing the two thrusters on the sides. I don't know if y'all can hear my dad mowing the lawn, but he likes to do it later in the day, I guess, because it's not as hot, but I don't know. Oh, I see it now. It's missing the thrusters on the... Yeah, okay. Outside thrusters. This one looks more like an escape pod. There's the animated pad. Jetpack pad, okay. Bam, bam, bam. That's so odd, dude. Like, my energy just got sucked away out of nowhere. What the fuck, man? Boy. Whew. It's very odd. Sorry about the whistling, by the way. That was accidental. The small room contains an enemy and a tribal, which were replaced with a diamond geyser. What? And chest, respectively. The door that leads to the sewers is missing in the E3 demo, indicating that it was likely meant to be accessed from somewhere else. You must have encountered an energy vampire on your way back. On my way back from where? I've been at home all day. That's the weird part. I've literally done nothing all day. I mean, granted, I stayed up until like 6 a.m. just kind of scrolling Instagram reels because I watch a lot of skate videos, and that's what a majority of my Instagram reels have been. I also finished a replay of Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and started like an urban trial dirt bike 2D platformer thingy on Switch last night. But I woke up at like 12, so I got 6 hours. But yeah, I've literally been doing... There's a YouTube that tells the whole Magic the Gathering story. Yeah, I know, there's multiple. There's one by Spice8Rack that I love, but it only goes up to the end of the second New Phyrexia invasion involving the corrupted World Tree. I love that one, though. It's very funny. Although, if I want my Magic the Gathering story, I prefer to, like, have it split up into videos that focus on each individual set, which is why I watch... I'll type these out in the chat so y'all can look at them. Look them up. Magic Untapped starts with the earlier sets from the 90s and goes forward from there. And then Magic Arcanum. Let me spell Arcanum. How do you spell Arcanum? Hold on. You watch the same place I watch? Hell yeah, dude. Yay! I'm so glad you like Magic Untapped. He's great, and I love that his name's Barry White. Well, that's how you spell Arcanum. Magic Arcanum, yeah. Magic Arcanum started doing the later storylines. He started on the official TCG Player YouTube channel with coverage of the storyline for Return to Ravnica, where he covered most of War of the Spark, and then he made his own channel where he continues doing storyline stuff to this day. So if you want updated stuff, Magic Arcanum is it's great for that. Man, fuck Nicole Balls. Hate him. Oh, goodness. I'm on Dragon's Maze set on Magic Untap. Oh, yeah. I can't remember if that's his most recent one or not. I'm gonna check that real quick. Morrow Untapped. Fucking Pack Kraken. I don't care about his Pack Kraken. What? Why are some of the videos unavailable? Anyway, let's see what his most recent one is. Scroll all the way down. Ah, Dominaria. That's right. He's all the way up to the first time Dominaria as a plane got its own set. Whereas the first several sets were set on Dominaria. There's the set called Dominaria was like the first set. It's so hard to explain. It was a return to Dominaria after years of not being there. But yeah, I've kept up with all of his videos. It's great stuff. I also like his quick Who Is It videos. Those are nice little introductions to obscure characters. Anyway, this room contains an enemy with an enemy and a tribal which were replaced with Diamond Geezer and Chest respectively. What the fuck is Diamond Geezer? I guess it's that thing. I'm not familiar with the names of any of these things other than obviously the chests. Water Ruin? Water Ruin. Your character's ship at the start of the level is missing. Sure is, buddy. Oh my god, why does he have to mow now of all time? Oh, god damn it, Dad, why? Oh, the frustration. Let's see. I can't hardly tell what's going on right there. Oh, hey, we moved on to some soundtracks by SIE Sound Systems, such as Popolo Croy, something like that. It's an old RPG from the 90s. But either way, one of the tribals was originally in a different spot in the E3 demo. In the final game, it was moved a little bit and wow, they moved it slightly to the left. Is that really newsworthy? Not really news, but you know what I mean. Like, obviously, it's good to... what do you call it? Show comparisons, but, like, something so minor. Uh-oh. Sound chip getting fucky again. Not that one. This one. Anyway. The entrance to Veles section of Mizar's palace originally had a gate in front of it. In the E3 demo, it was removed in the final game. Cool. I guess that implies that all the characters could dive underwater. I'm not sure. That's weird. Looks like someone's beating you to it. The small room in Spawn Ship, which has a totem pole in it, also had a treasure chest in it as well, which was removed in the final game. A screenshot also shows that you originally could open empty chests. In the final game, chests can no longer be opened once they are empty. Oh, that's good. Because, you know, why would you just, like, leave just an empty chest in a dungeon? That'd be fucking stupid. I guarantee there's a bunch of NES games that have empty chests in them. I know there's a lot. I know in the first two Final Fantasies, there's absolutely, excuse me, rooms with empty chests in them, and it's meant to like trick you into a monster ambush. It's weird. All right, that's the end of the pre-release info. Ooh, fuck yeah, unused levels. One of my favorite bits of looking on the cutting room floor. Double X front end. Sure. Oh, some test sections, I guess. A multicolored cube. This map is actually loaded into memory during menus. Oh. Front end 2. An identical copy of the above map. Alien Cave. Oh, I like that one. This one looks more like the inside of a monster than the final one does. Oh, itchy. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, let's see. An unused room in Eschbone, Eschebone, if we're gonna go full German, which only contains a single enemy. There's also a tunnel which has some unused textures not found anywhere else in the game. Going through the tunnel will exit the room and warp you to in front of the door, just before the boss room in the Eschebone. Eschebone, I don't know. Strange though. Thorax, Eschebone. I mean, there's a level where you go inside of a giant bug. That's weird. Just a room with a flat texture. A small circular room with a single enemy, a box, 6 Mizar tokens, and 2 transformation pads. And this random texture wall. Alpha Sewer West Top. Oh, an unused section of Sekhmet, which only contains a few flying enemies. Weird. Alpha Sewer map. I like that space. I like that space, starry looking stuff. It's hard to articulate words right now. Oh, I'm so tired. And I promise it's not, like, this is not an alcoholic beverage. I would double check and read the whole can. It's a tall can, too. It's like about the size of a Monster can. Artificial mango flavor, unfortunate. Total carbs, protein, vitamin D, vitamin C. %, fruit juice. No. It's not expired, otherwise I would have tasted it. It's also on the bottom of the can that says best before 7/25 of next year. So it's not expired. It's good stuff, though. Anyway. Only displays a space background. Judging by the name of this level, it was likely meant to be a map of the Sekhmet level. Well, it ain't that now. What? Old character select, which has 2 Velas. Also, sugar doesn't ferment, I don't think. Fruit ferments, but I don't think there's enough of it in the can to do that. Very early version of the character select, which does not include Juno. Just a Vera, or Vela, and a slightly shorter Vela, and a Lupus. Dune top down. I've always liked textures like this in old games that look like little stringy sections stuck together, like a slimy spider web. Oh, my phone's threatening to fall onto the floor. There we go. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. A room only containing a single enemy. Thank you, TCRF. So descriptive. Oh boy, Alien Cave 2 not used. A black void, it would seem. An unused area that cannot be explored since the spawn point, oops, is right above a... Oh my god, that's too much. Here we go. It's right above a bottomless pit. The map is entirely blank. That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. Oh my... I'm trying to use the mouse to just gently shift. There we go. Bee-Man. Is it an area with just a bunch of bees? Small circular room with 3 lupus models floating in the air. Oh, that's adorable. No, just double tiny doggo flying around like bees. Sewer test. An unused multiplayer map where most of the textures won't load. In-game. The full layout can be seen to the right. Huh. I wouldn't mind trying out that level. It looks interesting. Lots of places for loot. An unused room where most of the textures don't load. Sure. The hell? Oh, that's weird looking. An unused cerulean multiplayer map with no textures. You can't move around either. Riveting. Canyon jetpack mountain test not used. So I guess that's just where they tested the jetpack tiles and whatnot. An unused area with a single jetpack pad floating in the air. Oh, that looks kind of weird. Canyon jetpack multi-test. An unused multiplayer map with many platforms that have weapon pickups and jetpack pads. Sure is, buddy. Excuse me. An unused multiplayer map with many platforms that have weapon pickups and jetpack pads. Oh, I already read that, excuse me. Termite multi-list. Empty multiplayer map. It's interesting how similar most of these cut levels look. There's either no texture and it's pitch black, or it's this singular textured room. An empty circular room. Oh, that one looks cool as fuck, dude. That looks like right out of a horror game. Or like near the end of Half-Life 1. An unused section of Eshebon. This area can be seen in an early screenshot. Exiting this area brings you in front of the entrance that leads to Eshebon's Floyd mission. Cool though. It looks like you're in. Looks like you're in instead of a giant creature, and you're right near the pelvic splanchnic ganglion. Such a funny fucking thing to say. I love Futurama. The pelvic splanchnic ganglion. Listen, this is going to be one hell of a bowel movement. By the end, it'll be lucky if he has any bones left. That's one of my favorite episodes. An unused version of the castle section in Toffret. The only difference here is that there are several misplaced enemy spawners throughout the level. The colonoscopy stage was crazy. Exactly. You get it, Milky. Okay, we got an ad break in about 55 seconds, during which I'm gonna put my head down and close my eyes and just kind of start rambling. See if it'll help me wake up a little more. Ooh. Cooperative swamp. It's one of my favorite meme templates is the angled mouth and the squinty eyes laughing. It's so funny. Toffer. The only difference here is that there are several misplaced. Already read that. So there's not really any difference here. Alpha Sewer Boss. An unused boss room meant for Sekhmet. On the platform across the gap is a small object that pushes you away when you touch it. Strange. Tribble family. And that guy. A room containing all the different tribals, including King Jeff, who never appears in any of the main levels. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I didn't realize that. And it's ad break time. Take off my glasses. Just gonna close my eyes here for a little bit. Oh, good evening, VOD watchers. I hope you're doing okay. I am suddenly tired, and I don't know why. Low on energy. Even though, like I said, I have not left the house all day, and until now, I felt perfectly fine. Woke up at 12. Did the daily mini crossword of for the New York Times. Some parts of it were really annoying with their vague ass hints. I'm terrible at doing crosswords that feature one extremely vague hints, like, oh, it's big and yellow. Like, there's lots of things that are big and yellow. Give me more context, please. And then there's answers that aren't even words, they're phrases. It's like, oh, what do you take a dog on? Oh, a walk. It's like, no, it's not a word, it's a phrase. It's called cross-word, not cross-phrase. Fucking moving the goalpost on me. It's annoying. That Urban Challenge dirt bike game on Switch. I bought it for like less than $5, and I beat it in less than a day. Something like that. I started it like real late last night, and then beat it right before stream started. It's really fun though. It's real simple controls. You don't actually do any tricks on the bike except for like backflips and wheelies and stoppies and what the game calls a long jump and a short jump. You got time attack sections, and you can customize the bike a little bit. You can upgrade the bike. Like I said, real simple, but you know, it's a fun little time. And then I'm gonna replay Tony Hawk's Underground 2. And then after I beat Underground 2, I'm going to play Soul Reaver 1 Remastered, which my physical copy of Soul Reaver 1 and 2 came in the mail a day or two ago, and I'm very excited about it. It has a hollow foil sleeve around the Switch. I got it for Switch because the PS5 version was sold out, sadly. I would have got it on PS5, but it's an up-resed version of a PlayStation 1 game. It can only get so good on modern consoles, but either way. Alrighty, the colonoscope stage. Still love that. And it looks like we're back. I do feel a little bit better after just having closed my eyes for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we're doing better. We're doing better. I still want to do an hour and a half, but I am doing a little better. All right. I just now paid attention to what this music is. It's weird sounding, but I don't mind it, and it's almost over. A room containing, already read that. Oh, this must be a test for all the different ant types. A room containing all the small ant enemies, including an unused flying red ant. Oh, cool. That'd have been cool to see. Big baddies. Are we the baddies? Look at them big boys. A lot of them seem to blend together. Like aesthetically, they're very similar. Like these two are real similar. A room containing all the large ant enemies, including an unused robotic enemy that makes rooster sounds when it shoots its laser. Okay, I'm gonna guess it's this one. And he looking real goofy. Bless him. Bless him. I've started the habit of saying bless your heart or bless him or bless you in like a genuine, like I genuinely am glad that this thing is happening in front of me or to you sort of way, and not like a, oh, and not a passive aggressive or negative way. Galaxians. Yeah, what are these things? Because they're all flying enemies. A room containing all the drone enemy. Oh, they're drones. Yeah, that makes sense. Although that one, the brown one with the real long tentacles, those things are creepy looking in the game. Guarantee you could make that. You could make a whole horror game centered around those damn things, and it'd work. Canyon Multi. I guess this was a Canyon multiplayer map. I like the design though. It's very cool looking. It's giving me the liminal space vibe where you feel like you've been in this area when playing a game before, even though you never actually have. An unused multiplayer map. Normally when entering this map you will instantly fall out of bounds due to the spawn points being far outside of the collision range. When placed in bounds, it's a very small map. Well, yeah, most PvP maps are, I would imagine. I don't tend to play PvP I rarely ever do PvP in any game. Find a way to prevent this map from crashing. That's very funny. An enemy test map which contains an unused lava enemy and it currently can't be accessed as trying to load this map in game crashes the game. Who's that weird looking dude down there? What the hell? He's like, don't touch me. I'm having a shit day. I just want to relax in this pool of fog. Anyway. We got unused. Ooh, fuck yes, unused models. Okay. 3D rare logo that wasn't used. An unused 3D model of the game's logo, which is interesting. Oh, it must have been... Okay, it was used at the E399 demo. An unused ammunition pickup that just looks like a teeny tiny spaceship. Or a suppository. Take your pick. Anode. A multicolored arrow that can be found in Diddy Kong Racing, Mickey's Speedway USA, and Star Fox Adventures. Oh, okay. A vehicle for the ant enemies. An ant transporter. That looks like an R-Wing. X-Wing? R-Wing? The F-Zero ones. An earlier version of the Floyd pad that had been in earlier versions of the game. Oh, okay. Only the collision model still exists in the final game. Oh, okay. So they had to texture it with something so that it would actually be visible. Hoverboard. Yo, that would have been cool to play with in-game. A fucking hoverboard? But I could see them not being able to figure out how to get it to work properly in time. 3D present text intended for the intro. Who's that goofy looking fella? Sea creature. Aw. I love it when video games just have random references to the Loch Ness Monster. Or something similar, because, that's real cute. Love it. An unused model of a sea creature. This is also present and unused in Diddy Kong Racing. Sekhmet map? 3D map of Sekhmet. Sure. Why not? I love when games has references to Loch Ness Monster that's actually a whale peep. Ah, silliness. Anyway, an unused ship. It looks like it's upside down, doesn't it? It looks like if you flipped it over, it would be like a platform shippy thing. Terrible choice of words, I know. But I can't figure out how to word it any better. Like, it really does look like if you just took that and... Here, hold on, let me open up fucking MS Paint real quick. Just so I can prove a point. Hey, open paint, dude. Why are you not opening paint? Ew, what the fuck? Remove. It really bugs me that Grammarly just turned into AI garbage. Because I used to use Grammarly all the time to help me out with my word choices and all kinds of stuff in university. There it is, okay. Paint. Why is Paint not responding? It's MS Paint, dude. It's not hard. It's like a reward. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me. There we go. Did I accidentally open 2 copies of it? I sure as hell did. Okay. So, I'm trying to remember how to rotate this damn thing. There we go. Look at that. It looks like a flying car. Little cockpit area, some fins flying right through the sky. Like, I could absolutely just see it off screen. You get it. A target that would have fit in the target practice minigame. Cool. A yellow token. A yellow version of the tokens that appear in the racing minigame. Oh, okay. Only the red, green, and blue tokens are used. An alien pod. Probably would have appeared in Eshabone. Eshabona. Fat Bob. I love the name of this. Fat Bob Altar. An altar likely intended to appear in the boss room of Tofrit. Or Fat Bob. Hitbox? Small red and white pyramid. Okay. That sure is a pot. A breakable pot, which probably would have appeared in Mizar's Palace. Hidden models. N64 logo. Cool. In the invasion cutscene, the one that King Jeff shows Juno at the beginning of the game, the N64 logo appears right as the ship lands on the tribal. It can't be seen normally because it's hidden inside of the ship. The logo model itself isn't used anywhere else, not even the logo sequence. Weird. Just a camera. A camera that is used in cutscenes to represent where the actual camera is. It's usually invisible in-game because it's off-screen, though it can occasionally be seen in the distant background of some cutscenes. For example, a secondary camera can be seen rising out of the lava just before the boss explodes in iCore. This is more readily viewed in the Rare Replay re-release because it's also faintly visible in the original N64 version, but it's also present in Diddy Kong Racing and Mickey's Speedway USA. That's so fucking funny. I love just the idea of tiny little cameras hidden everywhere. Like it's like they're filming a show. Alright, what we got for debug menus? Oh, cool. Yeah, there's more than enough to fill out a short stream for this. Yo, you can activate debug mode with a code with a controller input. A debug mode can be enabled by pressing C left, C right, C left, right, up, down, RLL, RC up, RC down, RLC right. At the title screen, a small box will appear at the bottom right corner of the screen, which displays various information such as the coordinates for player 1, current location, and the amount of free RAM. Alternately, you can apply the following Game Shark code. Oh, I was hoping it would have like a moon gravity effect. That'd have been cool. Debug cheats. All weapons, unlimited ammo, unlimited health. Hey. Oh, that's with a Game Shark, which I have a Game Shark, so, you know, if I ever felt like going back through with a Game Shark cartridge through all my game collections, that might be a fun thing to do. Just to see what we could fuck around with. Debug objects. Oh, whoa, those look like the buoys from Wave Race 64. There's blue balls, there's green balls. No, it's just a little fog icon. There's the camera. There's the hidden N64 logo. Applying the below Game Shark code will display various debug objects in the current map. Normally unseen, this will also display red orbs whenever you kill an enemy, display N64 logos in some cutscenes, and render all models during cutscene at once that are normally invisible. That's weird, but I kind of dig it. Crash debugger, that's cool. In the game, if the game crashes without the debug mode enabled, it will display a basic crash debug screen with a version number. If the game crashes while debug mode is enabled, it will display crash debug screens A and B, change pages, R zooms. Wait, it will display crash debug scenes, period. A and B change pages, R zooms in and out, C buttons allow you to view different addresses on page 2, and Z views the different memory regions on page 6. The first page states the type of crash and the registers. Pages 2 to 5 displays the stack trace, and page 6 displays the memory contents. This game crash screen is also used in Mickey's Speedway. I feel like this would be a very efficient way to figure out why the game was crashing. That's cool as hell. Unused high-res mode? Yeah, oh, I see what they mean by high-res. Like, it literally increases the screen size. A high-resolution mode appeared to have been planned at one point in development, but unfortunately the code for the mode was never completed. As a result of being incomplete, the mode does not move objects on screen accordingly, nor does it work after a level load, resulting in a crash. If you wish to see the results of the high-resolution mode yourself, there are Game Shark codes below to enable them. Apply the code, then reset your game if you are on an emulator. That is cool as fuck. Unknown map. It's a big old cube. More unused graphics. An unused pad with a rocket on it, internally named Bomb Pad. Just another bomb pad. Oh man, I love Rage Against the Machine. I feel like we need them now more than ever. Running around the families with a pocket full of shells, indeed. There's that ship again. The big ship sequence. Oh, this must try it again. This must be what that unused ship was for. And it just goes... Oh, it's like a fucking Star Wars reference. A cutscene featuring a large ship not seen anywhere else in the game. This cutscene appears to be unfinished. There is no audio and it soft locks the game as soon as it's done playing. Hilarious. Swamp Creek Sec. An unused cutscene on Tofrit which shows a zombie ant slowly walking towards the camera. After a few seconds, the screen goes white. Spooky. Spooky. Alright. I wanted to get a little more gay with it. Forest Day Last Sequence is essentially the same as the unused Gold Wood takeoff sequence, except it plays iCore music at low volume, and the sound effect and the ASFX is louder. The used version of this value, 0061. Dog Tunnels Sec. Oh, it's the night vision goggles sections. An unused Mizar's Palace sequence. No player is spawned in this cutscene. The game essentially soft locks. Ooh, I like that sunset look, though. Dog Chasm. Chasm of Dog. An unused Mizar's Palace sequence. No player is spawned in this cutscene. The game essentially soft locks. Whoa. Dragonfly, bro. It's the head. It's the lava monster from that one, fucking, what do you call it? The, that unused room. Oh my god, it's so small. Look at him buzzing around. Aw. He's fucking... Alright. He looks so angry, but he's so tiny. I love that. It's the disproportionate anger to the size, like the Chihuahua vibes, where it's so angry, but it's so tiny, so it doesn't matter. This fucking... That looks like a warped pug thing. An unused lava enemy, which can only be found in the unused others test map. It's currently unknown if this enemy is still functional. There's this guy, the butterfly. Oh, I see it now. It's not even a fucking face. It's got the one eye up top, and then this is just some markings, and then there's the thing where it shoots you. A fully functional unused drone enemy, which can only be found in the unused Galaxians test map. That's cool. I feel like I want this guy. I feel like I want this guy to be the fucking thumbnail. I don't know if it'll fit on the screen correctly, though. There we go. Oh my god. It looks so dumb. I love it. I'm gonna take a picture of that timestamp for an option at least. God, it looks weird. Horn Galaxian. That just kind of looks like a pull-up bar. The hell is that? Why is it laying down? An unused flying red ant, only found in the unused ant types test map. It appears to be fully functional, as it will shoot you if you get too close. Since the map it appears in has no AI programming, it won't move around. Oh, okay. That's very funny, though. He's just sprawled on the floor, and if you get too close, he just points a gun at you and shoots you. I don't know why that's funny to me. Spanner head. Oh, that looks cool as hell. It's giving me it's giving Terminator. A large robotic enemy, Terminator, which can only be found in the unused Big Baddies test map. When you're near the enemy, it'll fire a laser which harms you. Oddly, it makes a rooster crowing sound, which was most likely just a placeholder. I mean, I don't know if it was a placeholder, because the ants themselves sound like pigs squealing and whatnot whenever you shoot them. It's real weird. Unused weapons. Oh, but there's no fucking picture for it, though, so I don't know what the fuck it does. An unused weapon can be found left within the game. The projectile consists of one green bullet. A green with one bullet. However, when hitting a wall, it will branch off into 3 extra projectiles? That sounds cool as hell. This goes on for about 4 seconds until it disappears. When a direct initial shot hits an ant, they will explode. The gun has no special icon or sound. The sound is that of a pistol shot, and the icon is of the grenade weapon. Apply the following Game Shark codes. No, thank you. Unused sounds? Fuck yeah, dude. Cool. 2 drum-type instruments which are used in GoldenEye and Perfect Dark can be heard here. Yeah, that sure sounds like a snare. Oh boy. An unused jetpack sound. Yep. Only be used in Blast Core. Can be found here and heard here. Rooster. So that's the sound that it makes when... That's the sound that that robot enemy makes when he shoots you with his laser. I love that. Unused music. Oh, fuck yeah. Ooh, the timpani start with that. I like this. 3 unused songs remain in the game. You can apply the following Game Shark code, where question marks should equal one of the following values. The third song was originally... Here, let's pause this. The third song was originally value 4F in the kiosk demo version of this game. The first 2 unused songs remain the same. Might have been used in Toffert. I like this a lot. Nice sense of urgency. Almost sounds like a boss battle fight theme. Alright, we're not gonna listen to the whole thing. Let's try unused song 2. Ooh, I like this. Faster tempo. Oh, the keyboard sample. I love when keyboard samples like transform like that. Fuck yeah, this rips. Damn, I'm just grooving to this shit. This is good. Fucking fantastic. Alright, unused song 3. Ooh, slow start. Sustained violence. Ooh. Mostly woodwinds. Something dour. The crescendos. Yeah. I liked it a lot. Ooh, nice low notes. That's awesome. I try to verbalize as much as I can, like what I like about songs while I'm listening to them. But because I know so little music theory terms, it's kind of hard to articulate why I like things in terms of music. But yeah, that was fucking awesome. Okay, looks like we're almost done with this page, so we'll go ahead and finish this up and then we'll call it. Out of bounds boxes. Oh yeah, it's just a box in the ether. In the second area of Cerulean, there are a couple small blue boxes placed outside of the map. It's possible to see these in-game by clipping the camera through the wall. These boxes don't appear anywhere else in the game. I love finding little bits like that. That's also why I like clipping the camera through the level geometry, just on the off chance that there's some nice little secrets back there. You never know. I thought that said ant piracy, and I was like, they got pirate ants. But no. Anti-piracy. On boot up, the game checks for the correct CIC lockout chip. North American and Japanese copies check for the CIC NUS 6105, and the European copies check for the CIC NUS 710. 6105 versus 7105. This check is done by using the challenge response feature in the 6105-7105. If the check fails, the game will enable a couple of anti-piracy features. You won't be able to use any of your weapons, including the fish food. What? There's fish food in this game? What the hell? Pressing Z will make your character hold your weapon up, but they won't fire anything, which makes it impossible to get past the first Life Force door in Goldwood, as it requires you to shoot down 3 enemies. The second anti-piracy feature is that you won't be able to run at full speed anymore, only a very slow walk. This feature only affects Juno, though, as Vela and Lupus are still able to run at full speed. I love anti-piracy shit like this because it's real petty shit. Where like, oh yeah, you can technically play the game, but good luck with these limitations, fucker. That shit's so funny to me. And valid. Sort of. With indie games, it's valid, but with a billion-dollar company like Nintendo that could easily recoup their losses, not valid. Anyway, most backup devices usually piggyback off of another cartridge containing a 6102 or 7101 lockout chip, which activates the anti-piracy function. Huh. Internal file name oddities. Amusingly, the boss in Tawfreet internally is called Fat Bob. I love that. I love that the boss in Tawfreet is called Fat Bob. That's adorable. The shocker weapon is internally named Shrink Beam, suggesting that at one point during development it may have shrunk enemies instead of electrocuting them. I don't even know what shocker weapon they're talking about. King Jeff, Magnus, and Midge are internally named Mr. Hints 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Hints. All right. Respectively. Some objects are named after developers. The large alien that appears in Eshabone and its tongue are named Steve Grubb and Steve Tongue, respectively. The sliding doors found throughout SS Anubis are named Brian Door. Love that. The space station and walkway levels are internally named Steve Sewer and Lee Walkway, respectively. One of the rooms in I-Core is internally named Military Base Jetpack Room, even though you don't use the jetpack in this particular room. Regional differences. Oh yeah, it's just little minor ones. Like Japan has a longer little copyright logo section in an actual readable font. Oh, whoa. I love that name. Star Twins? That's cool as fuck. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is just an automatic, like, wanting what you can't have type of response, but that's such a more interesting title design than the one for America. I don't know. The game's logo was changed in the Japanese version. It sure was. Jet Force. Oh, I get it now. Because the Gemini Star Twins. That's cute. do not see a difference here. What's happening? Oh, the debug display is less informative in the Japanese. Oh, they're showing the debug menu. And look at the font in the Japanese version. It's actually readable. I hate the font for the North American and Europe versions. Oh my god. H and X are almost unintelligible. R and A are almost unintelligible. Like, look at this shit. Look at that. It's supposed to say arrived, but you can't hardly tell. It's ridiculous. The K looks like an X. The D looks like an O. God, I hate that font. That font is a dyslexic's worst nightmare. The SFX icons are different. Different font. Oh, the American and European version allows up to 16 letters for a save name, while the Japanese version allows only up to 8. That's definitely a thing that's like seems to be common in Japanese games, is the 8-character limit, specifically in the 80s and 90s. It's really weird. Oh wow. Tribal's blood is red. I did not know that. In the American and European versions, because it looks more brown to me personally. And blue in the Japanese version. Certain cutscenes can now be skipped in the Japanese version, such as the cutscenes for when the character's ship descends on a planet. That would have been nice. The Japanese version no longer auto-saves after getting a new record in a level. Strange. The space station level was renamed to UFO, which is very funny. The level names were also moved from the right side to below. The extra numbers were removed. Hey, we moved on to the Siren soundtrack, also by SIE Sound System. I could not fucking play Siren. It's a PlayStation 2 survival horror game made by the same guy who made the original Silent Hill game, and it is balls hard. Oh my god, I hate how hard it is. It's not fun. Couldn't even get past the second level. Anyway, Japanese version displays seconds on the game time in the file select screen. Oh, that's cool. Different fonts. Better all around. Something about the better all around. Hold on just a moment. Anyway. Where was I? My mom came in to ask me if I'd fed the dog, but I was not told to. Didn't even think about it. Anyway, but yeah, better font all around. And also the Siren game is ridiculously hard. Each region in the level has a unique name in the international version. In the Japanese versions, the regions are simply named Zone 1, 2, and 3. I actually like that better. Because initially when I played this game, I thought that I was going into a brand new level each time I got a results screen. But that's not the case. You're just going into a different section of the planet. And it gives you like a tally screen every time you go through like a specific end section, which bugs the fuck out of me. Anyway, rare replay differences, and then we'll call it. The Nintendo logo is no longer displayed on startup, of course. All N64 controller prompts are replaced with Xbox controller prompts. The noise effect that appears when Lupus raises the night vision goggles is no longer present. And all mentions of Nintendo were removed from the credits. Ooh. That's not surprising, but still. Alright. Oh boy. It's a very quiet song. Let's skip that one. Okay. Let's see who I would like to raid. Dun, Sammy's in about the bodies all around. I am all alone, dead bodies all around. Okay, who would I want to raid this evening? Callie's playing Claire Obscure again. Trixie Faye's playing Control. Ooh, I love Control. Let's see. Kit's just chatting. Meg Mallow's also just chatting. So let's raid Kit. Since I actually have not seen her new model in action yet. Oh. Thank you, VOD watchers, for watching. To my left should be a suggestion of 2 videos. Top left is a random one. Bottom left, excuse me, is a link to the rest of the playlist for this entire N64 collection playthrough. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, or don't, either way. Bye-bye.